teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, mighty.
First carry here for Chase Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow will throw. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Yoshibas from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start the drive with Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
I was in there, they're trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals' drive about to get going. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Gun. Stop. Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, 61 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 71 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Bills 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 1, ready?
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
Now Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki with their 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the
touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins, 28 yards. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McPherson to kick off for
Here's
Cincinnati.
McPherson now to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Burrow. That's to his tight end arm. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And they go play action now. Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
180. Rise up.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the short.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gun.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throwing on second down. Burrow. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Catch on the left side, Iosivas. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Iosivas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down, Bills.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Cook up the gut. Oh, good move. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Allen off the play fake. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Boye Mafe in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Allen going to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Buffalo.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well,
that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal.
To the air, Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement.
Scream.